Good morning, I'm Rose Picard. This is Godly Play for Sunday, January 24th. When Mary was a little girl, she wondered what it would be like when she was all grown up. The years went by, and one day something happened that no one could explain. The angel Gabriel came to her and said, "God has chosen you to be the mother of God." But what did that mean? She was about to be married to a wonderful man who was a carpenter in Nazareth. His name was Joseph. Then the angel came to Joseph. He said that Mary was going to have a baby and that the baby was God. Now Joseph was confused too. But Joseph and Mary were married anyway, and the baby was born, and they named him Jesus. Many more things happened that were hard to understand. When Jesus was just 8 days old, they took him to the temple in Jerusalem to present him to God, as was the custom. Old Simeon was there waiting. When he saw Jesus, he said something like this, "Now I can die, for I have seen the Messiah." When Jesus was about 12, Mary and Joseph lost him in Jerusalem, but found him in the temple. He said, "Didn't you know that I would be in my Father's house?" But Joseph's house was in Nazareth, where the carpenter's shop was. The boy became more confusing as he grew to be a man. When Jesus began to teach, he returned to his home synagogue and read from the scroll of Isaiah about the coming of the Messiah. He then said that he was the one. Mary must have remembered the angel Gabriel, but the people of Nazareth were angry. They tried to throw Jesus off a cliff. At a wedding, he changed the water into wine, and another time, Mary and his brothers came to see him when he was teaching. He said that those who followed him were his family, not them. Now his brothers were confused as well. Then Jesus went to Jerusalem for the last time. Mary was there when they put him on the cross. She stood watching, probably standing near John. People have written beautiful and sad music about this. It is called the Stabat Mater because the mother was just standing there. I wonder what she was thinking. The next day was very quiet. On Sunday, the first Easter, Mary and the other women walked slowly back to the place where Jesus had been put in the tomb. She needed to be close to Jesus. They found that the stone had been rolled away and that somehow Jesus was still with them as he is with us today. When the disciples returned from the Mount of Olivet after Jesus ascended, Mary and his brothers were there with them. They waited in the upper room with the others. Mary was there a week later when the sound of the mighty wind filled the room and the Holy Spirit came down like fire. No one knows when Mary died or was buried, but she truly was the Mother of God. When she was all grown up, she kept on growing. People still feel close to her today. They name churches after her and travel to places where she seems especially close. This is one of those stories that never ends. So instead of ending, we will put down some flowers to remember Mary. These are forget-me-nots. She will never be forgotten. I wonder what part of the story you liked the best. I wonder if you can see yourself in any part of the story. I wonder if you could take any piece or part out of the story and it would still be the same. Thank you for joining me for Godly Play. Have a blessed week.